Today we're in the green pastures of Kerrisdale Elementary School. With me on camera as always is Rick Von Schmidt. In 1969, 50 years ago, the students here buried a time capsule. And they've come back today to open it up. They're having a big ceremony. Let's check it out. But before we witness the dramatic unveiling, I thought it might be fun to explore Vancouver a little bit and see if there's some other time capsules around. Let's go see what we can find, Rick. You may have guessed that this is Queen Elizabeth Park. It covers 52 hectares and at 152 meters above sea level, it's the highest point in Vancouver. And here they got something called the Centuries Rock. It's got a vault sealed in a copper box underneath. They sealed it in 1954, and the plaque says that there's all manner of illustrated and documentary material inside. It says they'll open it on July 21st, 2054, and I plan to be here when they do. But until then, I wonder what's in there. Here in New Westminster, we have the world's tallest tin soldier. Built in 2000 at a time when New Westminster was refurbishing its waterfront, this son of a gun is nearly 10 meters tall. It contains a time capsule that they say, when opened, will provide a new generation with a unique taste of local history. And they're going to need to find a very tall heart surgeon, because the capsule is buried deep within the heart of the great beast. The operation will take place in 2025. And I plan to be here when they do it. But until then, I wonder what's in there. The Museum of Vancouver here has a roof shaped like an indigenous chapeau. And they've got a lovely crab enjoying a bath in the fountain. The crab was placed here in 1968. Crab, as you know, is the sign of the zodiac that includes July 1st. Which is Canada's birthday. And that's when they will unearth the time capsule buried underneath. July 1st, 2067. Canada's bicentennial. And I plan to be here when they open it up. But until then, I wonder what's in there. This is the Roundhouse Community Center in Yaletown. It was built in 1888 as a train facility, but in the 1950s it was abandoned and doomed. It was refurbished for Expo 86, and it's been a busy place for people to enjoy ever since. There's a time capsule in the wall. It's hiding in plain sight and easy to miss. This time capsule was sealed in 1984, and they'll open it in 2086. And I plan to be here when they do. But until then, I wonder what's in there. Out here at the University of British Columbia, we've got an interesting one. It was buried in 1972 to commemorate the class of 1922. It says it will be opened on the 100th anniversary. So is that 2022 or 2072? I can't figure it. But I plan to be here both years just to make sure I don't miss it. And until then, I wonder what's in there. Alright, I just took a 90-minute ferry ride to see if they got a time capsule here in Victoria. I found Confederation Garden Court. It's got the logos of all the Canadian provinces and territories. And buried right in the middle of the court is a time capsule that contains records of Canada's centennial years, 1966 and 1967. Looks like they're going to crack it open January 1st, 2067. And I plan to be here when they do. But until then, I wonder what's in there. After a 1-hour flight, I found a capsule here in Calgary. Buried in 1980, it's got memorabilia from the oil and gas industry. To be opened in 2080, and I plan to be here. But until then, I wonder what's in there. Back in Vancouver, if you look up, way up, is where a wonderful man named Dan Jukich calls the races here at Hastings Racetrack. He's been doing it since 1990, and the whole time he's been looking down at the Jockey Club's centennial chest. It's got goodies that document the history of racing in BC. Buried in 1967, it will be open July 18th, 2067. And I plan to be here. But until then, I wonder what's in there.
Estimated to have visited. In 1968, Pierre Elliott Trudeau.
All right, we're back at Kerrisdale Elementary School for the unveiling. They got a big ceremony here. Here's the plaque that was in the ground for 50 years. And here's the box all the goodies sat in for 50 years. Incredible stuff. I can't show you everything because there's so much, but here's a few of the goodies. They got some 1969 magazines and newspapers. Lots of pictures of the people back in the day. And the children wrote letters to themselves. And they're all here to collect them. Here's a nice letter from a good lad. Lots of goodies too. Looks like a mathematical instrument set here. Some high-tech audio tape. I'd like to give that a listen. Ooh, some 1969 coins. Wonder how much that's worth now. Oh, my favorite here, squirt gun. Incredible. And they're keeping the tradition alive here at Kerrisdale Elementary. They told me they buried another time capsule. They've invited me back for the unveiling of that one. Let's go outside and see if we can find it, Rick. There it is. 2009, 2059. I'll be here. Until then, I wonder what's in there. And that's going to do it for today. Hope you enjoyed this little taste of old Vancouver as she once was. Special thanks to Principal Don Sadler at Kerrisdale Elementary School, and thanks to Bev Sugarman for makeup and Jewel Hillmere for wardrobe. On behalf of Rick and myself, thanks for watching. And until next time, that's a good bee.